Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi, Thomas. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome in.
I'm so happy to be here with you.
Welcome in. Hello. Hello. Today we are doing another Pride interview.
Pride.
Happy Pride! And today's special guest, we have the mother of all pipsqueaks, Tommy!
my child.
Stop, would you like to introduce yourself?
Of course, I'm happy to. Absolutely. Hi, welcome in everyone. I am so happy to meet you. If you don't already know me, my name is Strawberry. You can call me Straub or Tubby or Strawbert or Buddy or Pal or whatever you want to call me, honestly. I am a Strawberry Cow VTuber here on Twitch. I have been. Oh, spoilers. I can't say that. Never mind.
Oh.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I'm a full-time artist and a full-time rigger. You may notice that Chu and I look awfully similar right now. Um, I made Chu and I's model, both the art and the rig. I do lots of other fun art. I go by they them pronouns. I prefer they them, but I'm okay if people use she her as well, but definitely they them preferred. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's about it. That's about it.
Hi, Big Lord! Hi, Ruby! Hi, Chong! Welcome in! Hi!
Welcome in.
Today we're going to be doing a Pride interview. I have these questions set up so that anyone in chat, you're free to answer as well if you would like to. But if I do not get to your response, I am so sorry. Right now, main premise are my interviewees.
I'm spoiled.
We also are gonna have a little bit of art in the background if y'all want to see. I have mine up right now. We'll get tabs up once everything is situated. Oh my goodness, hello. Why is my my model going crazy? There we go. Oh, thank you, Chong. Thank you. Alrighty, so I like to start with a little icebreaker.
Oh, okay.
So let me lower the music a little bit.
Good, we need some more ice. It's hot.
Honestly, right? It is flipping. Oh, I'm just like, please.
Someone please get some ice or like a frosty or something for Chu.
I need a slushy.
What's your favorite flavor slushy?
Oh, I really like what is it? Pina colada.
Ooh, wow, fancy.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's the wrong answer.
I like that one too. I think my favorite might be the blue raspberry though.
Ooh, blue raspberry. That sounds
kind of basic, but it's good.
Sounds so good. They say they're cute like that, right? We're just cute like that. So for our icebreaker, have you ever played the game Two Truths, One Lie?
Yes.
Okay, so we start off, for anyone who doesn't know how to play Two Truths, One Lie, we start off with 3 statements, and we have to guess which one is the lie. I can go first if you would like to.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, I know. So it's like, oh my god, no, I'm on the spot. Apparently, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Oh, what the heck? I wonder if I can close my screen so the whole thing isn't showing for Chulu. Oh, I wonder if I can pop this out. What happens if I do this? No, that doesn't work. Darn it! What the heck? Hi, unknown. Welcome in. I don't want that to show up there. There we go. Perfect. Do you mean character? Mine or Choose? Choose is adorable. I love Choose. Hassan, welcome in. Hi, I think I'm taking over chat right now. I'll take over chat any day. You guys are my buddies now, whether you know me or not. Both of them. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All
Oh,
right, I'm back. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Also, hi, Hunter. Thank you, thank you. Also, hi, Electric. Welcome in. Okay, so my two truths, one lie. Okay.
Yeah.
For the first one is that I own almost every single Genshin Impact character. I'm only missing two.
Whoa.
The second one is that I have an All Might statue in my room.
Whoa.
And this third one is that oopsies. Looks like my earphone batteries are low.
Oh no!
Oh, the scuff. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. They're plugged in. And then the third one is that I have dated many a female before.
Okay. Oh, this is tough, Chulu. This is tough. What was the first one again?
The first one is that I am only missing two Genshin Impact characters. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Okay, I feel like that one is too specific. I feel like that one is too specific. I think that one's true.
Okay.
All Might also sounds really specific, so I feel like that's also true. So, but I don't know. As a fellow LGBTQIA plus member, I have and recently found lesbian. I have found myself in many a male relationship. So sometimes it takes just a little time to figure stuff out.
It do.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Oh, this is so hard. I'm gonna go ahead and guess the All Might stick fetch. Did you fetch figure? Oh my god! I can't figure out which word to use.
Yes, we are playing two truths with night. The All Might stick, the All Might figurine is true.
Which one was not true?
I've never dated a woman or feminine presenting person before. I am what is known as the gold star gay. That's what they call gay people who have never done anything with the opposite sex.
I see.
The gold star gay. It's a little term, a little silly little term. It's so funny. I'm just like, no, never. Which is very, very funny because a lot of people are like, really? Not even like, what?
Because I have been in 1, 2, oh man, do I count that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5 relationships with AMAB male presenting people. And I did not know. I did not know, and also it was more so like a masking thing
Mhm.
where even if I did know, I would not have been in a safe or comfortable position enough to like know otherwise.
Yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
For right now, Big Lord, maybe towards the end we'll open up chat for questions. But for right now, it's gonna be we have a lot of questions. Trust
There's
me,
a lot of
it's a
questions.
lot of questions.
I
It's a
have
lot of
seen them.
questions. But you're free to answer them as well if you would like to.
Yeah, I would love to hear your guys' answers to the questions too.
Mm-hmm. I want Klee. I like bombing people in Genshin. Yes, it's so fun. I have Klee. I love her.
How many characters are you missing from Genshin?
I'm only missing 2. I am missing the
Wow.
characters Dea, who is a large lioness woman. And then I have I'm missing Clorand, who is she's the newest character. I just didn't pull for her.
I see. I see.
I'm so sorry, I hope you get them though. Alrighty, it's your turn.
Okay, my turn, my turn. While I say mine, if you could do me a huge favor, Chu, if you could send me over a reference of your mascot, that would be great. Okay, so let me think. I almost said, okay, my truth is.
I've had that happen before, and I was like, so that's the truth.
Okay. So okay, let me think. Okay. I have been streaming on Twitch since 2015. I have over 200 Squishmallows. And strawberries are my favorite fruit to eat.
Ooh. Okay. I like questions like this because sometimes, there can be a little bit of a truth in a lie.
I don't know, maybe.
Oh man.
Also, have I ever told you I suck at lying?
I'm gonna say you have a lot of Squishmallows, but maybe not over 200.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say that.
You think that's my lie?
I'm gonna say that, but I'm guessing I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Okay.
Then I'm wrong.
Finally.
I have over 200 Squishmallows. I think I am actually approaching 300 at this point.
Holy cannoli!
I have a lot. So the lie was actually strawberries are my favorite fruit to eat. I love strawberries and I love strawberries aesthetically, but my favorite fruit to eat is actually blueberries. I love blueberries.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Breaking
I'm a
news.
liar.
I believe that's true. Thank you, Tart. Yes. I think my brother is home because I asked him if he would still love me if I liked a girl. And he said no. What? Me, as a girl, I have a lot of Squishmallows. I love Squishmallows. I have many Squishmallows. Ah! No, me trying to use the move tool and I used the bucket fill.
I saw that! Oh my goodness.
I have many Squishmallows. I don't know how many I have at the moment. Oh my goodness. I stopped collecting for a little bit.
I have recently stopped collecting as well.
Yes, I stopped collecting for a bit, but then I came back into it.
Are you back right now?
I'm a little back right now. Just a little bit. I'm a little bit back right now.
Just a little bit. Dipping your toes
Just a
into
little
the water.
bit. Because they have more. Oh my gosh, they're gonna release a Fuecoco Squishmallow.
I saw that. They're so cute. What? They were gonna release another one alongside can't remember what it was.
Belly Bolt.
Yes! Oh my gosh! He's so silly. I
They're
love
so
him.
bouncy. I need it. Oh. I have no Squishmallows, but I have a lot of One Piece merch. That's a mood. That's a
Oh my
mood.
gosh. I wish I had some One Piece merch. I love One Piece. I'm not like super far in, but of One Piece that I've seen, it's good. It's very good.
I have not watched The Piece of One.
Really? Do you have any
Yeah.
interest in it?
I have a slight interest. The only reason I really haven't is just like the length.
Yeah,
And
it's
I feel
very
like there's a lot of there's actually a project going on right now called One Piece, and it's supposed to help with the pacing of One Piece because apparently there's a lot of filler.
Oh. Yes, there is a lot of filler, yeah.
And it's One Piece is supposed to help like filter out the filler. So then you're just watching exactly what you exactly what is going on in the anime.
Right, yeah.
I was like,
That's nice.
"Ooh."
I didn't know that existed.
I heard about it on TikTok. I was like,
Oh, really?
oh.
Man, TikTok. I always hear stuff like all of my pop culture news is learned from TikTok. I swear, and it's like
Right?
it's like always involuntarily learned too in passing. It's like there'll be a video that's like this and this and this is happening and blah blah blah, and it's like, huh? Since when has this been happening? And then I'll look into it further, and it's been happening for like 5 months, and I'm like, ah.
Right? I'm just like, wait, that's a thing? Look at this. Now that our ice has been shattered.
Yes. Yeah. No more ice. I'm sorry.
No
I'm
more
sorry.
ice. I'm melting.
I'm sorry.
Is there mayhaps is there a memory that you think very fondly of that you really like and you enjoy kind of going back to, maybe when you're feeling a little low or when you feel like you need a little pick me up?
You know what? I usually when I'm like, not. Oh gosh, I guess. There's a couple of different things. There's a
Mhm.
couple of different things. I love Mario a lot. Like so much. And my favorite game is Thousand Year Door. So,
Mm.
I think back frequently to the announcement of the Thousand Year Door remake because it was just such a like I was streaming at that point and it was such a like off the cuff, like my girlfriend and I were like, why don't we stream this? Maybe something cool will be announced today. And for literally both of our favorite game, well, I don't know if it's her favorite, but it is my all-time favorite game in the entire world, to be
Mhm.
announced on the day that we by chance decided to stream it was just such a like raw visceral reaction on my behalf. I was like screaming and yelling and crying and like all of the above. So that's one memory. But if I'm like really having a tough time,
Mhm.
usually I'll think back to the first time that my girlfriend and I got to visit each other for an extended period of time because we initially were long distance. So I got to visit with her at her family's house, and they let me spend the night
Oh.
for a whole or not spend the week at their house. And they got a big blow up mattress so I can sleep in her room, and we watched a bunch of
Oh.
anime together, and we just kind of hung out. And it was really comforting because for the first time I felt really like loved and safe and accepted. So I think about that quite frequently.
I love that. That's so sweet.
Mhm.
Very similarly, I shared this with stream yesterday, but I'll say it again. We oh, you got a GF tart. Oh my gosh. Oh, Tubby, that's so cute, right? Oh. My favorite moment is that I like to think back fondly is also with my partner when went we went to Disneyland for our 1 month anniversary. And I remember it because I was always like, oh yeah, let's go, I want to go, da, 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 da. And he bought a ticket and he came up and he was like, okay, well we can go together. And it was like,
That's so
um
sweet.
but I love the thought of me specifically. We're going on the spinning teacups.
That's such a romantic ride, too.
Right. We're going on the teacups and I was like, am I like I was just thinking to myself, I was like, am I gonna be with this guy like for a long time, or is this gonna be like another one of those like stinky relationships where stuff doesn't really pan out? And so I was a little in my head, but when we got on there and it started going, we started spinning and spinning. Neb, thank you for the stinky Neb. We started spinning and spinning, and like it seemed like the world just kind of seemed to stop.
You're
Um,
gonna make me cry.
the
That's so
music was like going a little dull in the background, and all I really saw was him.
Oh, stop! I'm actually crying. That's so cute. Shut up.
And then that's when I told him that I had loved him. That was the first time I told him I loved him as well. That's our favorite moment together.
Aw. I have a kind of similar. I think the reason this like hit me so hard too, is because Jelly and I, my girlfriend
Mhm.
and I have a similar experience, where when she graduated, I took her to Disneyland. Um, and I didn't tell her, but I had tried so hard to plan in advance to book us a schedule for the Blue Bayou. And I got it.
Yes.
I got it, and it was at the end of the night. We were the last customers there, so it was so quiet and beautiful, and just it was so amazing. Ah, man, I'm not even like a huge fan of Disney. Like I like the idea of going to Disneyland, and I
Hmm.
love Disney movies, but I wouldn't like go regularly, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, but that is a memory that I would not replace with anything. Disneyland has such a good way, or Disney World and Disneyland in general
Hmm.
has a really good way of making really good important memories, like core memories.
Right. I'm just like,
Mhm.
hmm.
I love that you've been stinky this
I
whole time.
know
and you
this thing.
talked
That
about
thing just stays. This thing just stays.
it.
There we go. Oh my goodness. But that's such a sweet memory. I love it. I know that, but talking about these memories too can get us very emotional and everything. Um but with that, speaking of Disney and characters and stuff, do you have someone who you see as a hero? Also, hello Padunk, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Cub Arcade. I'm the bear that cares too. It's nice to meet you. It's Funky yet Chunky Chewonky.
Chunky. Did you say what was the question? Sorry, I totally
Do you have someone that you see or you view as a hero in your eyes?
Oh man, like fictional or IRL, like person,
Either or.
either or. Honestly, like if I'm being completely serious with
Hmm.
like, I guess across all facets, Hoshi, Hoshi, Hoshi's very inspirational, and he has both created two separate spaces that have unique vibes but the same comfort, you know? Um and I also view him in a very like high standard when it comes to like streaming and content creation and art and just like where he is as a person, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think I do hold Hoshi kind of to that standard.
Oh, hi Rezzy, how you doing? That's so sweet. You
Can
know,
Am I allowed to ask you these same questions?
yeah, of
Who's your
course.
hero?
My so this this happened on Hoshi's stream too. When I originally said this question, Hoshi said themselves, and they went so in detail, and it was so nice. It was
Wow.
so, uh, and my answer is oh my, because he's hot.
Yeah, it's so hard. But I think you and I have different. I think I like All Might when he's like.
Oh, you like Small Might?
I do.
Oh, what?
I would do anything for him.
Hi, welcome in. Thank you so much for the first time chat as well. I love the big Bara Chib.
Me so
Oh,
I know too.
love
You and I
love.
have that in common, but I don't talk about it very often. I have an entire folder. I don't like tell anyone this, so shh, don't tell anyone.
Secret.
I have an
Secret.
entire folder in my PC that is just titled Bar Daddies.
Yes. I actually have a so there's a character in Genshin who I like a lot. I love them so much. They're so wonderful. They're so gorgeous. Their name is Yaimiko. They're a pink kitsune,
Mhm.
and they I love them so much. I went to a Genshin convention,
Yeah.
and one of the fan artists has these little, I don't know if you've ever seen them. They are body pillow keychains.
I've seen those. Yes, I've seen those.
I have a Yaimiko body pillow keychain hanging around my All Might snack.
Oh my gosh.
I'll have to send you a picture. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of heroes, and everything, and how, you know, a lot of people's heroes are celebrities, but do you remember your first celebrity crush?
Oh.
It
This celebrity how
seemed to be your first crush
sure.
anyway, like your first crush, like period.
Okay, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh!
Anyways, next question.
Real, so real.
Your turn. Who's your first crush?
Mine, I've said this a few times, but so it may not come as a shock to many, but the WWE wrestler Rey Mysterio.
I gotta look him up. I don't know anything about WWE. What is Rey Mysterio? Oh my god.
I know.
I see too. I see. Understandable. Have a nice day.
There's just something about him. I like it for different reasons now, but
That's so valid. You're so valid.
but I don't really watch it like that anymore. No. Oh my goodness. I love that question. It gets such a sense. I've had so many answers. They're all wonderful. I love it. I love them.
I was gonna, because I don't like know much about celebrities. I'm so far removed from that world. So anytime anyone asks about celebrities, I'm like, huh?
I think he is. He's probably is married to a tall queen. But same. I'm like, oh. I love 2006 Rey Mysterio.
Oh my god, you have a year?
Oh, yeah. That
You
is.
know it's bad.
Mhm.
It's okay. Mine is Sonic Adventure.
Oh man, I used to have the biggest crush on Cream.
Cream is so cute.
I thought they were adorable, and then I noticed that my crush wasn't because I liked them; it's because I wanted to be them.
Oh my gosh, so real for that. You're so real.
Oh my
I
goodness!
wanted to be Tails, but I guess I didn't really understand. I thought so. Oh my god. While we're on the subject of Sonic and stuff, when I was a kid, I would listen to the Sonic Adventure sound test, and there was the song that was Tails' song, and it was like, I wanna fly high, and it was all about Tails wanted to be like as cool and recognized by Sonic.
Mm.
And I didn't realize at the time because I didn't understand what crushes were. I was such a little, I don't know. I did not understand love or crushes and honestly, I still kind of don't.
That's a mood. That's a mood.
But so what I would do is I thought that like having a crush on someone was being cool and like being seen as cool by them. So we had this giant field at my elementary school. I was a baby when I had a crush on Sonic, okay?
Mm.
At my elementary school, we had this giant field, and it started with like a hill, and then you'd go down the hill, and there was the field. So I would start walking, and I would walk down the hill, and as I would go further down the field, I would pick up pace, and I'd run really, really fast until I hit top speed, and then I'd stop running, and I'd be like, "Yeah, Sonic probably thinks I'm so cool right now. He probably has a crush on me." Needless to say, I do not think Sonic would have a crush on me. But
Oh
man,
my
did I think I
goodness.
was cool.
I love that. I love that for you. That is peak. That is peak. I adore that. Oh my goodness. Also, hi Indy. Have fun on Fortnite. But
Victory Royale.
Victory Royale. We actually got 3 victory royales me and Hasha yesterday.
You got 3? I thought you got 1.
We
I
got
didn't realize you got
3
3.
of them.
What the heck? You guys are OP.
Oh, Hoshi carried me.
I heard you say thanks for the carry, and I was like, Hoshi carrying in a FPS game? What the heck? Or I guess it's a third-person shooter, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it turns first person with the scopes and everything, but it's just words. FPS, whatever.
Whatever. You say whatever you want.
Whatever.
Who's counting? Who's
Right?
taking account for the specifics here? I know I'm not.
What is your favorite LGBT themed movie and or TV show?
Ooh, TV show? Steven Universe.
Yes, such a
Gay
good
space
one.
lesbians. Gay space rock lesbians. And
Right.
also there's basically like NB representation with Peridot.
Yeah.
And Ace representation with Peridot too. So it's like I love Peridot.
Stevani is my idol. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, I love
Live for
Stevani.
Stevani. I live for them.
Stevani's so goals. I
Right.
love Stevani.
Oh. There it's just 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But same for me. Steven Universe, Kipo and the Wonder Beast. Have you seen Kipo?
Oh yes, I have seen Kipo.
I think it's so underrepresented.
I didn't get to watch all of it though, but I did really enjoy what I saw of it. Oh, you know what's another good one? Oh, it came out recently. It was another animated one, and it was a
Nimona?
movie. Yes, Nomona. Oh my God, Nomona was
Nimona.
amazing. I
Nimona's a
was
good
like,
one.
they're not gay. Oh my God, they're gay. I was like, yes, thank you.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I'm gonna get this so I can have the colors that are on it. I got commissioned and I'm like, sometimes I just want to match the colors. So let me just do that real quick.
Yeah, get a good reference.
If you could attend any event in the world, like a concert, a ball, anything, no matter what, time, whatever, what would it be and why?
Oh. Any type of event. Okay.
Yes.
If we're saying any, this is so like the bar is low, but like I want to go. So I know they're opening up. Ooh, Devil says Miku concert. Good.
Miku concert. That was Hoshi's answer.
Really?
Yeah, a Miku concert. One in specific, but Miku concert.
I think, okay, maybe, never mind. I'm changing my answer. I would want to go. So, ever since Super Nintendo World opened up in Japan, sometimes they'll have these giant parades or big events.
Mm-hmm.
They had one during summer last year where all of the Mario characters they were like, Peach had like her hair up in a little ponytail, the mascot, and there was a bunch of people that were like the staff that were dressed up in cute characters or cute outfits like their favorite characters, and they had water guns and they were spraying everybody in the crowd with the water
Oh
guns.
my goodness!
And there was these giant water fountains everywhere, and it was set to music, and it was just like, I want to be there so bad.
I love that. I love that. That sounds so cool.
That's where I want to go. I want to go to
so
one of those events. Yeah. Wait, did you already say where you want to go? I don't think you did.
I didn't. So my answer has varied, but I think the place that I would really, really, really like to go is probably a Freddie Mercury concert.
Whoa.
That sounds so fun.
Oh
right?
Wow. That would be so cool.
That's my go-to. Hi, hello, Barbados. Welcome in. I feel like that sounds so nice. Like historical almost.
So impactful too, I'm sure.
Right?
Can you imagine how many like gay awakenings Freddie Mercury has inspired? Like
honestly. It just makes me really sad thinking about it too, though, because we lost him and we lost an entire generation of queer folk. We grew up with an entire generation of queer folk gone. And it just makes me just think back and be really, really thankful for where we are today. But speaking of LGBTQ, what was the first piece of LGBT literature you remember, a literature or media that you remember seeing, reading, and or listening to?
Oh gosh. I'm a little embarrassed to say this, okay?
It's okay. It's okay.
When I was in high school, I had a friend that was really, really into writing fanfics.
Okay.
I was not so much. Also wasn't really like into reading fanfic. But I was really into like anime and stuff. One day, my friend, I don't even think she said anything. So she had this folded up piece of paper, like written like lined paper. It was folded up a bunch of times. She slipped it into my binder and said, "Read that when you're alone." And I was like, "Oh, okay, sure, yeah, no big deal." I went home that night and I opened it up, and mind you, I've never said that I was into this. She wrote a boys love fanfic and gave it to me.
Bravo!
And I was like, huh? What?
What?
I was so confused. And like, I don't know what to do with this. I think I read up the first few lines and it was like, I can't read it anymore. I folded it back up, and then the next morning I was like, what is this? maybe I don't have the like best experience with my first the first LGBTQIA plus media that I've ever read. After that might have probably been I don't know, like official.
Hmm.
I can't even think of an official one, honestly. Maybe inadvertently headcanon or on a high school host club though.
Oh, so I've had a lot of people say Oran High School Host Club, actually.
Oron has
Um,
made me learn a lot about myself.
I love that. I think mine was some random. Thank you for the follow, Barbados. Mine was some random yaoi that I found online somewhere. I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain. Fairly certain. You put the car under the map. That's a mood.
What? You car?
I do that all the time. I was playing in the car with Hoshi, and they were like, they're like, why are we running people over? I was like, it's fun.
I think that's all I've seen because I have a friend who also plays Fortnite, and that's all I've seen him do is just run people over in cars.
I mean, that's how it is, honestly. For free, right? I was like, dude, I actually had a friend who they I I used to have this thing. I mean, I think I kind of do. I used to have this thing with tentacles. And I liked tentacles. I don't know what it was. I found them fun.
Yeah.
And they drew a yaoi panel of me in high school being attacked by tentacles.
Who did? A friend?
One of my friends, and they also they wrote on the back of it a fanfic.
Oh, a whole story to
A
go
whole
with
story to go with it. And I was like, what is it? And I was like,
it?
but it was good, low key. Low key. I was like, oh wait, okay. I'm kind of digging it. Oh, I'm digging it.
Was that the first one you said or no?
I feel like that. Oh. How dare.
Here, solidarity.
How dare. Indeed.
The wind is blowing.
Oh my god.
It's so cold, you guys. It's not
so,
actually, no.
It feels nice.
Yeah,
it feels nice.
Yeah.
To be bald is to be free. Oh my goodness. Was there ever a moment where you truly felt proud of your identity?
Honestly, I think about this a lot. A lot of the time when I'm like streaming, I think about how few because I'm ace. I'm ace. And I'm also sex repulsed, so I have a tendency to like avoid topics like that. So honestly, a lot of the time when I'm streaming, I'm really grateful that I am giving people that sort of space, you know, because on the internet it's really hard to come by spaces that you genuinely can feel safe in and know that there isn't going to be any NSFW content to make any sex repulsed people uncomfortable. So I do think about that quite frequently, actually. I think that is something I'm proud of, that I'm able to provide that space for some people.
And that's totally valid too. I'm really happy that you were able to share that with us. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with my VTube studio?
What's going on with it?
It's like I'll stop talking and then it'll stop my model and then it'll catch up. So I'm just baldness. Yes, heart. Yes, definitely, definitely. When is there a person? Thank you for the Chiwu care as well, Andy. Andy says, make sure to eat and hydrate and slay through Pride Month.
That's cute.
Do you think that there's been a person or people in your life who have been the most supportive in your journey?
Oh, my girlfriend, 100%. Like, without a doubt, my girlfriend. And also Hoshi. But my girlfriend is always, because, I am still learning about myself, and I'm
Mhm.
still, like, becoming comfortable and confident with myself and my labels and who I am as a person.
Mhm.
But I'm still learning that I am non-binary. Um, and I probably would not have been able to have the confidence to even be where I am right now with like stating that I'm non-binary without my girlfriend's help. Because they've told me multiple times, and they'll come up to me and like check on me and like say, so are you comfortable with they them or she her, or like what would you prefer?
Mhm.
Which in itself is just like so validating because um it's definitely been like it's been something that's developed over time, and I do need to be asked multiple times because I'm so like I don't want to ever trouble anyone, and I hate even like I hate confrontation, and I hate like because I am very outwardly feminine. I'm very feminine. I love pink and I love pastels and I love dresses and like Lolita fashion and everything that cishet people think as feminine is
Mhm.
basically what I am. But since I can remember, I've never identified with she her pronouns. Um, so without my girlfriend, I mean, obviously she was there when. Oh man, I don't know if that might be too deep to go into. That's a
Oh.
whole nother tangent.
We're
But
here for it. That's what we're here for.
yeah, um, um, when my parents wouldn't accept me, obviously she would.
Mhm.
So she's been with me throughout this whole journey. So it's very much so like she's my rock and my support system, and
Mhm.
um so she's been definitely the person that has been there the most for me. And also Hoshi too, because he's very much the same way where he's very aware of people's preferences for pronouns and um their identity and what makes them most comfortable. And had I not met Hoshi, I don't think I would be as comfortable or safe with stating publicly that I prefer they them pronouns too.
Mhm.
So, um, and also with being Ace too, because Hoshi was initially the person that kind of made me understand that I was Ace.
Mhm.
Because he was Ace. Um, and then, like, I was like, that's a thing? I can be that way? Is that why I feel that way? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. And I, like, literally had
Oh.
my world shattered. so, those are the two, I think, most influential and supportive people that I have in my life right now. Hmm.
I love that. I like that. I'm glad. I know it's always a very nice. It's always very nice to give some a little shout out to the ones we love, because I feel like sometimes when we're we're just living and we're just vibing and being who we are, sometimes it can come to, oh my god, not like, where is it? There it is.
Oh.
I was trying to put it back on while I was talking and I failed. But it's nice to give them a little shout out sometimes and to think about it, because I feel the same way. For me a lot, it's that's my beloved. And I was telling Hoshi this, that I never really thought of myself as, you know, male, and I always, and I thought about it for a while too, and I was like, I don't see myself as female either.
Mm.
um I don't know why the term non-binary never really occurred to me or really spoke to me, but I really enjoyed the term and the identity of being queer and genderqueer.
Mm.
um and it wasn't until I started VTubing that I really started to think more in depth about a lot of these things as well.
Yeah, me
um
too. Me too. VTubing was definitely like a huge period of exploration for my self identity. And I feel like a lot of people can probably say the same thing.
right. I initially was going to be a female model VTuber.
Yeah.
um and I was like, no, let's break the norm. Let's break the norm, the binary, because you know there are plus size people out there like me and similar to me. So let's go big or go home.
Yeah, be that representation that you want to see in the world.
Exactly. Unfortunately for me, my first model parent was much more of a muscle daddy than a bar boy, but it's okay. It's okay. I still love the model. I still love the design. I think he's so cute. But
Yeah.
when I was able to talk with Morphicia, my current model mama, and get that body, I was like, with the first work in progress, I was like, I didn't have to say, oh, can you make him thick, or can you make him bigger, or can you give him a belly, or anything like that. And it was really like, hell
Wow.
yeah,
This artist
this is
gets
it.
me, yeah.
Exactly. I was like, this is it. This, I am home.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. And you know what I love about your design and your model is I don't think I've ever seen anyone with the same type of concept. It is so beautifully you and unique and just such a wonderful concept that I wish there was more of in the world. Genuinely for real. I just think I think you're and also like paired with your happiness and your personality is just so wonderful.
Oh,
It's so fantastic. I am so thankful to have met you two.
thank you. I mean so much. Before starting VTubing, I actually oh my goodness. I'm just gonna put this over here. So Dusty, hello? Dusty, I didn't even know you were here. Hello? Hi, Dusty! Thank you for the 5 gifts. Oh my goodness. I really appreciate it. Whenever we get subs or tips or biddies or anything from like the throne or anything, I have a little thing I like to do when I give a choo cheer.
Yay! I get to be
Yes, you get to
like
use. You can do it too if you would like.
Oh, I'm too scared. I'm too scared. You do it.
Okay. On the count of 3. Okay, ready, everyone? 1, 2, 3. Choo!
I did it anyways.
I love it. It's so fun. It's fun to do. I know a lot of people are like, wait, I kind of want to try it. Can I do it?
I did.
Yes, it's so fun. Thank you so much, Dusty. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Tar. Thank you as well. I really enjoy my model. Although I'm just a little warning for everyone, I may be getting a 3.0. I haven't even
definitely don't
told.
know anything about
Ah.
that.
I am getting a little bit of a redesign. A little bit. Just don't tell nobody. Great. Secret tunnel.
The mountain.
Secret tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think maybe there was did you ever have a defining moment? Maybe somewhere where you were just like, yep, that's it. Where you had a defining moment in your sort of coming out process, if you had one?
Like, oh, well, I guess If we're gonna get into it, any time is now, huh?
It goes from silly and fun to a lot of deep questions real quick, and then after it goes back to silly and fun.
Yeah, I'll maybe kind of content warning for anyone who struggles with acceptance and familial differences. Um, I'll try to keep it light.
And if
So,
it's too much, you don't have to say anything as well.
yeah, it's not like I'm over it now, and it's made me who I am today. So it's like no big deal. But I don't talk about it very often because it I just I don't talk about it very often. So I have a girlfriend.
Mhm.
Surprise.
Wait, really?
Oh, sorry. But I grew up in a very conservative household, and I feel like this is a story that a lot of people know all too well. Um, and unfortunately, my parents and I did not see eye to eye. My mom, in particular, was very non accepting of my relationship with my girlfriend. So, uh, we had been online friends for a long time, my girlfriend. If I say Jelly, by the way, for anyone in chat who isn't familiar with me and doesn't know me, that's my girlfriend. But so we had been long distance for a long time. Um, Long story short, she was my mod on my old channel, and then I stopped streaming on that channel, and then she became my girlfriend. But we were long distance for probably about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And for my birthday, my mom we had recently found out that my mom had a long lost, this sounds like it's out of a movie, it's ridiculous, a long lost brother.
Oh.
So she had a long lost brother that she never knew about, who was basically like her half brother, that on her dad's side. So her dad had a kid with another lady that she never knew about. That my mom never knew about until he reached out to her on Facebook one day and was like, "Hey, I think we're siblings." And I always thought that was kind of weird. It's fine. It's whatever. You know, it's cool to find out that you have new family, and that's like totally fine. But where it became weird was when my mom wanted me to act like we had known him our entire life, and that he was very close to us, and that I was supposed to act very familiar with this man that I'd never met before in my entire life. So for my birthday, which just so happens to be on Thanksgiving, on some years, she had decided that we were going to go and visit him, which we were still fairly new to at that point in time. And I was like, okay, I guess I am not doing anything on my birthday, and I am going to go visit this weird guy that I don't really know, and spend Thanksgiving with them. Cool. I love that. So I was not very happy about that. And so I told my mom, I was like, if we're gonna do this, I would really appreciate it if I could meet up with my online friend. I didn't tell her she was my girlfriend at the time because I knew her reaction would not be good. So, oh, here we go again.
Oh my god. Really, Andy?
It's okay. It's okay. We need to air it out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I hope it's okay if this is kind of a longer story. It's almost over, but if
No, it's totally fine.
it's too long, you can let me know. So she agreed and said, "Yes, that's fine. We'll go visit up with your friend." And so I reached out to my girlfriend and was like, "Hey, I finally get to meet you." So this was our first time meeting, by the way. We had never met before, so this was a kind of a big deal. And I really wanted to do this for my birthday. If I was gonna not be able to spend my birthday doing something I wanted to do, I at least wanted to go out doing something the next day that I wanted to do. We spent Thanksgiving with my uncle,
And then the next day, we went out to a town that was kind of in between both of us at that point in time because we had to travel to California because we lived in Arizona at the time to go
Mhm.
visit my uncle. And Jelly lived in California at that time too, so it worked out. So we went and met at a hotel, and I remember the first time that I saw her, I was just like, it was like that moment where you were on the teacups and everything like stopped. And I was so happy because I finally got to see her for the first time.
Mm.
Um, but my mom had other plans. And she basically threw a tantrum. And was like, I think she knew the minute that we met up that we were in a relationship, and I don't know how. I guess moms have a way of sensing or whatever. I don't know what it was, but she very quickly found out, and she was trying to be cordial with with my girlfriend's mom because she was there too.
Mhm.
And we each had our own hotel rooms. So they talked for a little bit, and I could tell my mom was really uncomfortable. And she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys talk. And she went back to the hotel room and wouldn't come back out. So I was like, okay, this is not good. Okay, cool, whatever. So she and I tried not to let it get to me.
Mhm.
Um, for the longest time, I was just like at their hotel room relaxing and like talking with her and just being so happy that I finally got to see her. And we hung out for a really, really long time. Oop, ignore that, sorry.
Oh.
We hung out for a really long time during that day, and it felt like such a long day, and I was really happy until I got back to the hotel room, and my mom was like absolutely wasted. She was like so drunk, like crazy, crazy, crazy drunk. And she was screaming at me and yelling at me, and the the takeaway was basically you can't be gay. Um, I do not permit this. This is not okay. And I I don't I don't I didn't plan this for you. Is basically the thing.
Mhm.
And the like the statement that I remember that sticks out to me still to this day is this thing that she said that doesn't even make sense, and I don't know why it stuck with me for so long. But she said, and I quote, "Only people like Ellen DeGeneres can be gay." And I don't even know what that means.
Hello?
I don't even know what that means. But I remember being so like confused and heartbroken and like unsure of what she meant by that and what that meant for my mom and I's relationship. Um, so I think that was probably the part that I impacted me the most. That was like, oh, okay, so this is how I'm gonna be treated from here on out. Got it. So that really like solidified for me the future that I basically had planned.
Mhm.
Not even intentionally. This is just like what I'm gonna be living with from now on. So I think that moment in particular um was really defining in like how I viewed myself and how I viewed um how other people would perceive me
Mhm.
as well. So I think that was probably a very negative, impactful part in my coming out process. Granted, it was like I didn't intend to come out at that time, but it happened.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that's the story that I don't tell very often. That was kind of the like catalyst for for everything. um, but yeah, I think that's my story. Sorry for the like downer immediately after all the other stuff. I'm over everything now. I'm good now. But that definitely was um, defining for me.
And thank you so much for sharing that too. I know it can be very hard, especially with stuff like with that. I was lucky enough to have a rather accepting family, but there's still portions of my parents that are still a little, you know,
What
difficult
matters
to
is
deal
they're
with.
trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying, and I like. If there's anything I want for anyone who is LGBTQIA plus, it's just that I want everyone to have a support system, like whether that be their family, whether that be their friends, whether that be even just like a loved one, like their partner. Like I my heart goes out to anyone who is LGBTQIA and comes out of it with no support system, you know.
Hmm. I say this a lot, that I've been saying it more often on stream as well,
Hmm.
that as queer people, we a lot of times we find our own family, and our found family can be
Absolutely.
a lot deeper than any sort of blood relationship that we've had thus far.
Mhm. Mhm.
um
I live by that
mm,
100%.
and that when we do come out, if you do choose to come out, um I
It's
always say to
totally
make sure that you're safe first and foremost, that you're safe, that you have a, God forbid, a contingency plan, but that you are in a safe space.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. I wonder, do you could I ask you the same question?
Yeah, of course. So when I was younger,
Mhm.
I um did not want to believe that
Mhm.
I was queer. Not at all. I told myself, I was like, nope, 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 no.
I
I
think
was in constant denial.
denial phase. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. I was in a constant denial, and I was just like, no, like this isn't a thing. I'm just going through a little phase, or I'm just, because I wanted so badly to be loved and accepted, like everyone else I had seen, or I had, I was talking to, or was, anything like that. I just wanted so badly to fit in
Mhm.
and be like, yes, finally, like, no, I'm one of you guys. Like, you don't have to think I'm different. You don't have to, be worried that I'm different. I just want to be like everyone else.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was my one of my bigger moments where I was like, I'm not like everyone else.
And that's okay.
And at the time, I didn't know that. At the time, I was very like, no, like, we need to stop this. We need to. So I would
Oh.
tell myself that, oh, you have a crush on this girl, or you need to do this, or you need to change, or you need to rebrand, in essence, or like, you have to be this way, or you're not going to be doing very well at all.
Successful,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. And so I told myself all this, and I would tell myself that constantly, but it would always, always, always come back.
Mm.
Just that little feeling in the back of my head, just always coming back. I'm thankful now that it came back. I'm very thankful now that it came back. But I, at the time, was so worried that I was just going to lose, like, everything and everyone.
Mhm.
Especially because at the time, my parents would constantly have this, like, rhetoric of, ew, like, look at that person, and they would, like, make fun of them.
Oh, yeah, my parents were the same. the same. It's like I don't know where people come off like I don't know what the like mentality is. I think it's just to like feel better about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what
Um,
I think it is too, is that they want to try and make themselves feel better, so they make fun of other people, and
mhm.
they would make fun of people who genuinely looked like they were just living their best life.
Just having a good time, like existing, not
Mm-hmm.
hurting anyone else,
Mm-hmm.
like not causing problems, nothing like that, just like living and loving.
Exactly.
And my
Mm.
parents were the same way. Mostly my mom was though.
And I think that during middle school, I had a bunch of friends who were a lot more accepting um than I took credit for.
Mm.
And I was kind of just like, oh wow, like they're actually like me for who I am, like not for someone I want to try and conform to be. And
Mhm.
at that moment I was kind of like, oh yeah, like I am who I am, and that's what it's gonna be. And I remember I'm sorry if this is a little too much, but if I would cry at night because I just
Oh.
wanted to be like everyone else.
Oh, that's not too much at all. That's understandable.
And I would constantly be so scared. I was so scared, little baby.
It's wild,
Everyone
right?
was
It's
going to
always
think.
we're just like these we're so small and impressionable and like we're
Hmm.
just trying to figure out the world and then for people to just like shoot you down and act like you're the scum of the earth and it's like you can't be like this, but it's like I am like this though. What am I supposed to do?
Hmm.
Like I don't know. And it's crazy because everyone tells you that you're not supposed to be like that. The schools, your parents, like if your parents are non-supportive, um just like the advertisement society as a whole, everyone is like
Hmm.
telling you this is not how you're supposed to be, whether it be like intentionally or just indirectly with like the way that advertisements are organized. It just feels so like invalidating, you know? And
Hmm.
it's like
Hmm.
I'm not supposed to be like this. Like there's something wrong with me. I'm broken. But you're not. That's really hard.
Right? And
It's
it's hard
really
to
hard to
accept
tell
that at the
yourself.
end of the day,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
as a wee kid.
Mm.
As children, we don't know what we don't know what the world holds.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just told all this stuff, and we're told, like, hey, this is what society says that is a yes, this is what society says is a no. And the
Mhm.
way we're raised very much, you know, is the same way. It's, our parents tell us right from wrong. They're supposed to teach us what we are to believe is correct, what is supposed to be the, societal way. Um, and a lot of times it hurts us in the end,
Mhm.
whether it be something that they initially thought was small and they're just like, well, I'm just teaching you the best that I learn, and that it's not really, it's not on them, it's not on us, it's just the way that the world has been viewed for
Mhm.
so long through these unaccepting lenses that we put up, and it's something that it's very hard to fix. It's very hard to try and, you know, tell people to change their ways after so long, that sometimes it's harder for the people who are so full of hate to change than it is for the people who are more accepting to.
Mhm. Absolutely. Oh, that was a heavy one.
Yeah. Some of these questions can get very heavy, and it's I feel like it's good to let it out a lot of the times, and it's also
Mhm.
feels nice too as well sometimes.
good to share that perspective with people who might be going through those
Mm-hmm.
struggles currently too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Hi, Frey. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in.
Hi,
Do
Frey.
you think that being queer has influenced your career choice as a VTuber?
Absolutely. 100%. But to be completely honest, I've always been very like a very creative person and a very open-minded person to begin
Mm.
with. Um, so I have a hard time determining whether or not I would have been so oh, that's so sweet. Aw. Thank you for sharing that, Frey. Um, but I do think that specifically with like the work that I had originally even considered going into, it was very much so um influenced by me being queer and on having flags to my name, you know.
Mhm.
Um always wanted to go into a creative field, but I wanted to go into one specifically that was going to be accepting of me. So I originally was going to become a cosmetologist. Um,
Oh, okay.
that was in fact I got my certificate for completion um right before I moved in with my girlfriend. And I moved from Arizona to California where the state boards are different, so I
Mhm.
never ended up getting my license.
Oh.
um, but I did complete the course. But yeah, I do think it had a very large impact on becoming a VTuber and the like the ability to have that creativity and the openness of being a VTuber and like having the character represent me and um
Mhm.
I identify with my character very closely, like to the point to where like I am my character.
Mhm.
It is just an amalgamation of all my favorite things, of all the things that I love, of who I am, and I wear that all on my sleeve, like 100%. So yes, I do think so. Mm.
I like that. I like that answer too. It's our characters. A lot of the times, we may put on this silly little face, or we may put on this adorable little outfit, and but they're still us at the end of the day. We put a lot of ourselves into our characters. Even those VTubers who may, play a character, even them, we all put a little bit of ourselves into our characters.
Absolutely, yeah.
I know
100.
Chu myself. If you don't know, I posted a little immersion break on my channel on my Twitter.
Two has always got the cutest outfits on.
uh, One of my friends was like, "You look literally just like your character," and that made me smile so much. I was like, "Are you think so? Are you think
The vibes are unmistakable.
so?" Also, thank you, Indy. It's really, really sweet. Mwah, have a good sleep.
Bye bye. Sleep well.
What advice would you give to someone who's struggling with their identity?
Oh, take your time. Like 100% take your time. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself the extra love and attention that you need. Love yourself. Um, there's so many. I think the most important one though is definitely like give yourself the time to understand who you are and just let it come as you go through life because you're not going to have all the answers immediately. You're not going to know. Sometimes it takes us a little extra time to understand. And I'm still learning about myself constantly, all the time. Like, I am still so unclear on who I am and what my labels are and um if I even want to like identify particularly with one specific label.
Mhm.
And I that's okay. That's okay. You can go your whole life not knowing, I think.
Yeah.
Person.
Yeah, that's my advice.
I like that. That's very sweet. Very sweet. For me, I I always had a hard time. I always had a hard time trying to figure things out. But just like Straub says, and how many of our other guests, have said, let's take your time. The first thing that you want to discover about yourself should be you. Just be
Absolutely.
comfortable with yourself. Don't
Absolutely.
rush into anything. Labels are labels, right? We can always put them on. They're like a label on a jar. You can put them on, you can slap them on, you can take them off. People choose to read them, they choose to read them, which sucks, but they're there.
That is such a good analogy. I've never heard that before. I love that.
But
Thank you for that little tidbit of wisdom.
A
I'm
little-
gonna keep
a
that with
little
me forever.
keep the jar. Keep the jar. You can have it. So with that, we move on to a little bit more pop culture.
Oh boy. Oh no.
What LGBT character from a TV, movie, media do you think that you relate to the most?
Oh, Haruhi from Ouran High School Host Club.
I like that. I like that. No hesitation.
As I've grown over the years, the more that I resonate with Haruhi's character.
I love that. I've had so
many.
many answers. So
Yeah?
many crazy banana answers. I personally identify with Bowser.
Oh my god, stop!
Bowser.
No, I'm gonna change my answer now, Princess Peach!
Oh, Raven. I'm glad you're able to embrace it now. That's so sweet. I'm so glad you're able to embrace it.
Even if it took time.
And just know that, it's you. You are who you are, and we accept you and we love you. That's why I opened the Cub Arcade. That's why I have my Cub Arcade. Because I feel like I wanted to curate that space that's openly queer, openly accepting, so that, everyone knows that even if there is one tiny space that's safe for you, it's here if you want it.
Yeah. There's not enough spaces like that in the world.
Hi, Bull. What's up? What's up, love? What's up? What is your favorite LGBT singer, songwriter, song, or artist at the moment?
Ooh, that's gonna be so you probably won't know them. But they've been my favorite musician for years. For years and years and years and years. And they've gone by many different names because they have a bunch of different aliases, and also their gender identity and pronouns and name fluctuate constantly.
Oh,
What
okay.
doesn't fluctuate constantly is the quality of their music. They're currently, they go by the name Haley Labs.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
they are an EDM, I guess company that is an umbrella term for, they have a bunch of different aliases that produce different music. So each of their different aliases has a different genre of EDM that they create, and a different vibe. And to go with that, they have a different character. So different characters represents like a different type of EDM. So there's like a speedcore character that is a piñata. They're like a piñata persona. And then there's a happy hardcore persona that is a rainbow tiger. And they've got like cyberpunk gear on, or cyber gear. It's like such a fantastical world that they've created, and it's so wonderful, and I get so immersed in their character designs and all their different music. But I really love happy music and fast music because it cures my
PhD. So, definitely Haley Labs.
I love that. That's so sweet too. That's so nice. Oh my lord! I've never heard of them. Yeah, you're right. But that sounds like an
I'm not
artist I would like
surprised.
to. I would like to discover.
Yeah, they're really, really fun and interesting. Definitely recommend if you like EDM music.
I like that. I like that. Do you have you ever? I think I've asked. Have you ever been to a rave?
I kind of, yes. I don't know if I would consider it a rave.
Mhm.
Maybe yes. I think so. It was more like an EDM concert.
Okay.
But never quote unquote a rave, I suppose.
Okay. Okay.
But I went to, they weren't really shows that I particularly was interested in, with musicians that I was really interested in. There was one where, I don't know if you know who Porter Robinson is,
Oh yeah.
but there was one that Porter Robinson was playing at, and that was really cool because I love Porter.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I've only been to one, which is I think I told you about it too. I was like, oh my goodness, it was an event. It was so crazy. I used to be so big on EDM when I was younger. I used to love like dubstep, um, and I used to love like hardcore wubs. Oh my lord. Hi Art. My favorite is Noah Finn. He's a trans artist, and then Girl in Red. My favorite at the moment has been my favorite at the moment has been I want to say Chaperone.
What the heck? Why did my Discord crash?
I was like, is something happening?
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize Discord crashed.
It's all good. It was only for a little bit. It was only a little bit. Thank you for the Chewu pads. I'm so sorry they appeared randomly. It's mostly based on my big model. So then when it comes to the Pippi, some of my redeems get all messed up.
Well, I think it's also because you have your hair off too.
That's true.
Because
Oh
it
wait, let's
it
go. Let's put it back
actually
on. We're heavy again.
Oh wait, hold on. Yep.
Yippee. Do you think there's anyone snatched again? Oh my gosh, I can't even put them on.
I'm keeping mine on. Sorry, True.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh no, I feel bad. I'll take mine off too.
They be snatching my head. They be snatching
What the
it.
heck? You guys are mean.
Do you think there's anyone who has an inspiring coming out story?
Oh. Oh, I need to remember this person's YouTube channel. Hold on. Oh! Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to watch a ton of coming out stories on YouTube, like all the time.
Uh-huh.
And I think part of it was like coping.
Oh.
I was trying to like understand and hear other people's experiences and I guess kind of know what to expect.
Mhm.
But at the time there was a lot of trans people's experiences on YouTube. And I came across this one creator. Her name is Steph Sanyadi.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And she would just like divulge all of the details of before she came out and her experience with like bullying um and just like all of these different things, and it was always so educational from like a really good sound perspective of like wanting to teach people who are either learning about themselves or learning about someone else or even just someone wanting to like educate themselves in general. So I really, really liked her videos. But something that specifically stuck with me is eventually she stopped uploading. And
Oh.
I was always like, man, I really hope she's okay. I really hope she's okay. Um, until one day she came out with a video that was basically stating why she had stopped making videos. Um, and the main reason was that she felt like she was obligated to be an authority on educating people on coming out and being trans,
Mm-hmm.
and that had really stunted her appreciation for being able to make content and like exist without feeling like she needed to teach people something. And she would get messages constantly where people were asking her questions and all this other stuff. And so basically the lasting words on her message was, just because you are LGBTQIA plus does not mean in any way you are obligated to be an authority on the subject of any of your flags.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be burdened with the job of informing people on your flags. You just need to exist. And that's okay. Like you don't have to teach people. Because when it comes down to it, there's a lot of online resources and there's other people who are more suited to being able to teach. And you shouldn't feel obligated to teach if you're not ready or if you're not willing or if you don't feel like you're like knowledgeable about yourself enough to like provide your firsthand experience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's kind of a hot take, but um equally though, of course it's wonderful to have people who are comfortable sharing those experiences, but no one should ever feel obligated to share. And I think that's where I am in my journey.
Mm-hmm. I really like that. I do really I like that. I'm so sorry, Bo. I know ads they come and they can ruin the experience.
No, you guys can always go back and watch the VOD too. Mm.
And you balled me again.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize your
my-
hair came back.
What the heck? Are you streaming?
Me?
What the heck? That's I, that was weird. That was
What?
so weird.
What happened?
It was like telling me that you weren't streaming anything, and then it was like, "Oh, do you want to watch?" And I was like, "Yes,
What the heck?
obviously."
What the heck?
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Hello?
This is a very fun one. Okay,
Discord's been really weird. Oh, okay, I'm ready.
if you could remake any piece of media with an LGBT twist, like changing one of the characters to queer, which one would it be?
Ooh. Have you okay, you know Ghibli films, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you ever seen When Marnie Was There?
I haven't seen that one.
Okay. So the thing, oh, I don't want to give you spoilers, I guess. Oh no.
That's okay. That's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So When Marnie Was There is basically about like an outcast girl who goes to some distant family's house for, I think it's for like a vacation or something like that.
Mhm.
And she ends up finding this like abandoned beautiful mansion with this super cute girl, and they end up becoming really really close over her break, and to the point to where they're like, these are our secrets and no one else will know. It turns out they're actually related.
Oh.
But it's such a like confusing turn because it's like bait. It's like queer baiting where they make you feel like these characters are going to have this relationship.
Mhm.
And they end up actually being family. And it's like, come on. It's really
Oh my
frustrating.
goodness.
So maybe that's not a fun answer, but I would like it if there was an actual version of that story where they were gay and not relatives.
I like that though. I like that.
Just to like change it, I guess. I don't know. What would you swap?
Have you ever watched or seen have you ever watched or seen um Wizards of Waverly Place?
Oh my god, yes.
Do you remember Stevie?
Stevie.
There it was Haley Kiyoko.
Oh my god.
If
No way.
Stevie and Alex,
I
if
oh
Haley
my
Kiyoko and
God.
Selena Gomez,
Please.
right?
Please. Oh my god. I would live for that.
Right.
That's the best. What on earth? How have I never thought of that before?
It's either that or my go-to answer has been Beauty and the Beast because I want to see Gaston and the Beast.
Oh my god. That was good too. A beautiful himbo moment.
Right, exactly. I'm just like, ooh, which one? Oh my god, either one. 10 out of 10. Mwah, would love to see.
I want to rewatch Wizard of Waverly Place now. Ugh. That was a good answer.
If you were a okay, are you familiar with the art of drag? I always have to ask.
I'm familiar, but I've not immersed myself in the culture.
That's okay. We'll start today.
Okay.
If you were a drag performer, what would your stage name be?
Oh no. Oh, oh, I don't know. I'm really bad at coming up with puns on the spot. Um, oh, I don't know if I know. I don't think I can come up with one that fast.
That's okay. We can think about it. So when my name was Chewbacca, obviously that was a nod to Star Wars.
Yeah.
But my drag name when that was still, going on was Annie Quinn Starwalker.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Stop.
Because Annie
That's
Quinn
adorable.
Anakin.
That's such a cute one. I don't know if I can even come up with anything. That's really good. I'll have to think about it.
I'm beautiful, damn it. I'm beautiful, damn it. I'm beautiful, so beautiful, damn it. I'm so sorry. This song.
Is that what's playing right now?
Yeah.
I can't hear it, but I'm sure it's great.
It's so slay. It's such a slay little one.
Oh. Maria O. Maria O.
Ooh, okay. Do we have any lore with it?
Mario. That's all I got.
love it.
That's
I
it.
love it. No, that is great. That is wonderful. That is you. I adore. Oh my goodness. Chat, what do you think? What do we think?
Do I need to
What
go
is the
back to the drawing
consensus? I always thought the Baka came from Baka. See, okay, so when I was changing my name originally, I was gonna go for Chuwu Baka, like Baka, like
Really?
dummy in Japanese. But somebody actually had that username.
No way. That is so specific.
And I was like, oh, But when I was changing it from Chewbacca to Chewonki, I was looking again and I was like, oh, they changed it. They changed the username. I think it was because of me, but but they changed their username, and I DM'd them and I was like, hey, do you think it's okay if I took that username?
What did they say?
They didn't respond.
Oh, what the heck?
And that made me so, I was in my head for like a good week because I was so upset. I was like, wait, because I didn't want to change it if they were gonna have an issue with it or anything, and they just didn't respond to me.
What the
And
heck?
so I was just like, well, what do I do now? Yippee Daisy Bell! Oh my lord, that's cute.
Daisy Bell's cute too, yeah. I go more with like strawberry themed stuff though, and that's tough. I don't know.
What about like Sarah Berry?
That's cute.
That's a cute one too, I feel
That's
like.
cute. Yeah.
I'm just thinking in my head. I'm gonna be thinking about this all day.
Expertise. Help me too. Help me come up with a good drag name.
I would just do Barbados. That's a mood. That's a mood.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Oh, sorry.
If you could be any character in any work of fiction, who would you be?
Any character?
Any character.
Princess Peach.
I love that. I love
I
that.
just want to be a princess.
That's a mood. That's a mood. I'd love to be Princess Peach too. Getting kidnapped by Bowser?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Every day. Hi Mario. No, it's okay. I'm safe. I'm okay. I'm good. No, you don't have to come back. It's okay. I'm fine. No, yeah. You can come pick me up in like an hour because I want Chipotle. So
Yeah, Bowser takes very good care of me.
you don't have to worry about me. I'm okay. Marceline, because she's an emo vampire. I love that. I love that.
Good pick. Good pick.
Plus Princess Bubblegum.
So true. I actually have not seen Adventure Time all the way through. I've only ever seen some episodes from the first season.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm a little lacking.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll see. That's something else we'll teach you. We'll teach you Adventure Time lingo.
Yeah. All I know is making pancakes.
Making pancakes. Making pancakes. Put on bacon and you put it in a pancake. Making pancakes. Making pancakes. Bacon pancakes.
You know the whole thing.
Have you ever been to a pride?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I'm a little too scared to. I am such a little baby. I'm not very big on like big events. I've been to TwitchCon and that was like really big for me. But maybe one day if there's like a really small one near me, I don't know.
I feel that. I that's completely understandable. I know there's a lot of queer folk who are a little bit scared to go to Pride. Which is okay, but it's completely valid, you know? Everyone has their own levels of safety and how we feel. But if you were to go to a Pride, what would your dream outfit be?
Oh, that's a fun question. That's a fun question. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I might have to mute for 2 seconds.
Take your time. Take your time. Thank you for the churro pads, Barbados. Yeah, I did actually. I did know that. I did know that art. That if Marceline was a human, they would be black. Their mother is black. I want to be Hua Xing or Marco without the trauma. Marco from Geek X Hitman and Hua Xing from Heaven Official Blessing. Ooh. I'd be Peach, but a twink prince instead of a princess. I'm with you there, Art. I'm with you there. I feel that. That's funny. That's so funny.
Okay, I'm back. I am so sorry.
You're all
Normally, I
good.
never BRB, but my girlfriend called me and she never calls me, so I was like, oh my.
It's all good. It's all good.
Everything's fine, by the way. Everything's okay. I'm so sorry, though.
I'm glad. I'm glad. You're a-okay. I was gonna go grab some water right now. Actually, I was like, oh, Stubbs got to me.
Yeah, no, go get some water. Go get some water. You need some water. Stay hydrated.
Yes.
It's really, really hot.
Everyone, yeah, I'm just. I have my window open, but it's closed because the air outside is hot.
Yeah, she was literally saying it's like over 100 degrees right now in California.
It's crazy. All right, I will be right back. Tobbs, you're in charge.
Okay, I'm in charge, everyone. Okay, tell me, you guys gotta tell me, what's your favorite video game ever? If you have a favorite video game, tell me right now. I wanna know. If your answer is not Mario, then I might cry, but that's okay. Guilty Gear. Oh, wait, Guilty Gear isn't that the game that has the really, really cute trans icon? She's like perfect. I love her so much. She's so cute. Detroit Become Human? I need to play Detroit Become Human so bad. Animal Crossing GameCube, yes! Oh, base. Animal Crossing GameCube is the best one. Actually, I really like, what is it? New Leaf? Not New Horizon. I'm not a big fan of New Horizon. My favorite game is Pokemon Black 2. I didn't play Pokemon Black 2! I played Pokemon White 1, the original one. But I've recently gotten really invested in Pokemon and heard that like everyone is saying Black and White 2 was like amazing and that I missed out. Did anyone else think that Pokemon Black and White 2 was like just DLC for the original game or no? Was I the only one? I don't know. Detroit Become Human, it's so good and there's lesbian characters in it. What? I had no idea. That's crazy. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Wow. New Leaf is also really good. I'm just nostalgic for GameCube version of it. It'll always be. Yeah. It's got a different vibe, doesn't it? No other Animal Crossing game has gotten that vibe the same. It's so unique in like the way the characters interact with you and the music and the just like everything about it is so wonderfully unique. I love the original. Star Rail. It may be a gacha game, but I really like the characters. New Leaf is also good. Yeah. Friend or Foe goes crazy. What's Friend or Foe? Also a big fan of Life is Strange, the first one. Another one I haven't played. I really wanted to play it for a while, and I avoided Let's Plays because I used to be a big Let's Play watcher. But I kind of stopped for a while and never got around to playing it. Hi, Maya! Welcome in! Hi! Tua just stepped away for a second, so I'm in charge! But, I hope you're well. I hope you're both having a good stream. Yes, yes, yes. It's been nice. It's been nice. We've been talking a lot about fun stuff, about Pride Month and our experiences coming out and all this other stuff. Don't play many video games because of money. That's understandable too. That's understandable. But man, if you have a PC, if you have a PC, just recently there was a ton of Steam demos released. There's some bangers in there. Oh my gosh. There's this one game. I don't know if you guys like what are they? Like roguelites? Roguelites where you I don't know. I don't know how you would explain that. But if you've ever played Dome Keeper, there's a game similar to Dome Keeper that's completely free right now for demo, and it's called something core. Something core. What is it called? Something core. What is that game? Literally, if I open up Steam, it'll be on my library because I've been playing it like crazy. Drill Core. It's called Drill Core. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm
We're talking about
Maya.
video games.
Oh, video games.
Yeah. What's your favorite video game?
Get it back.
Get it back. I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea you liked Genshin Impact.
I love it. I play that game religiously. Oh my gosh, I need to show you the cup my parents got me from Ohio, from Utah.
Oh,
I said Ohio.
Utah, Ohio. You know.
Same thing, pretty
They
much.
kind of got the same syllables, I think. No,
I
they don't.
hope- no, they don't.
One has 3 and one has 2. Your voice reminds me of Klee. My voice? I don't know how Klee sounds.
He has a higher pitched little voice. They say things like Jumpty Dumpty Clee.
Cute. Oh my god, this up Chuo. It's so cute. It looks ouch. Does it hurt when you hold it?
No, it feels nice, like a little hand massage.
Oh, I see. Like stem.
Mm-hmm.
See. There's your online figure too. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, and you even have what's his name? The guy.
Mirio. Yeah, Lemillion. Mirio.
Yeah, I love Lemillion.
Same. They all the time. I'm putting something in VGen.
Are you in VGen?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have my comms there now.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. What is the quirkiest hobby that you have?
Oh, collecting 100%. But it's not just because I collect stuff, it's because of the things that I collect.
Mm-hmm.
I love collecting plushies. I mentioned at the start of the stream I have over 200, possibly even 300 Squishmallows at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I also collect pins of my favorite characters. I collect rare merch of all my favorite characters. I love All Creamy. I love Tamagotchi, but I specifically love a Tamagotchi named Chama Mechi. So I collect plushies and figures of her. And then I love Princess Peach, so I have a bunch of merch of Princess Peach.
Mm-hmm.
And then specifically the winged Pikmin, the pink Pikmin from Pikmin, I love them. But probably the weirdest thing that I have is a giant binder filled with all of my Squishmallow tags. I have them all organized by my
Oh,
favorite
okay. I know. I've seen those. I've seen a lot of collectors do that.
Yeah, I have all of them organized, and I have all of their little bios facing outwards, so I can read them whenever I get really sad. And it makes me really happy. And I decorate it with the binder with a bunch of Squishmallow tags, and it's just so happy. It makes my heart so happy.
I love that. I love that. That's so sweet.
I wanted to let you know, by the way, I might have to head off here soon in maybe like 20, 30 minutes.
due to a surprise. I know that that's kind of crazy.
That is
So
okay. That's okay.
So
Let me see. Oh, let me. I will skip a few.
okay, that's fine. Yeah, if you
Okay.
wanted to pick out some important
Mhm.
questions, that's totally fine. Whatever you want to do. But
Yeah.
my girlfriend is getting home sooner than I expected her to. So
Oh, that is okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay.
okay.
Let me see. Let me see. Oh. If your life were a musical, what would the title be? Oh,
Excuse me,
bless
sorry.
it.
Sorry. If my life were a musical, what would it be? Who is she? That's what it would be. Who is she? Because when I was a kid, all the time, whenever people would refer to me using she, her pronouns,
hmm
in my head, I'd always be like, who is she? Who are they talking about? Like, who is she?
hmm
Because I've never resonated with she, her, and I always thought it was weird. So I
Oh.
think that would probably be it. Runner up would be no, mom, I don't have a boyfriend.
I
Because
love those. I love those.
my mom would always be like, "So who's your boyfriend?" Or like, "Do you have a crush on anyone?" And I'd be like, "No, mom, no." I did eventually get boyfriends, but I remember being so offended when she'd ask if I had a boyfriend, and it'd be like, "Why am I offended by this?"
I felt that. I felt that. Would you? Well, I'll skip the would you rather's. Let's do guess that slang. Do you know what a twink is?
Yes, I do. Yes. A twink is basically like, uh, well, I guess I don't know the specifics, but I do know that usually they're smaller in stature, more demure, usually not dominant in the relationship. Um, I think that's what I know most.
So a twink, by definition, is a slender, usually younger,
Oh,
gay cis male. Not always cis though. You can be trans and still be a twink.
mm,
But they are usually younger in stature, and they vary from there are twinks who are tops. There are twink tops, but there are also twink bottoms and twink subs and twink doms, but there are generally just younger, slim, usually little to no hair people
oh,
who are gay.
I did not know that. Man, I really did not know.
Do you know what an otter
No, I don't. I don't.
is? So an otter, similarly to a twink, is both slender. Whereas twinks, however, twinks have little to no hair. Otters have an abundance of hair.
Oh, I see.
hmm
Really? The difference is
hmm
the like hair.
Yes, yes. You
Wow.
generally a little bit older as well, too. There are some so generally people say when you're above 30, then you turn otter rather than twink.
Really? What I didn't
hmm
know age and also hair played into a part in these labels.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
A lot of the labels that the queer community has given themselves are a lot of like body like types and whatnot. Do
Hmm.
you know what a bear
Of
is?
course I know what a bear is.
Oh.
Yes. A bear, I mean maybe not by definition, but I know what I know. A bear is usually more burly, bigger in stature. Um, I'm assuming since we've been talking about hair, probably
Mhm.
hairier.
Yes,
um,
yes,
but I think that's all I know. That's all I know.
yes. Bears are usually heavy set, men or masculine presenting people with loads of hair, with a big old belly, usually bearded with facial hair, a beard and mustache whole way. There's also cubs who are generally less hairy and younger versions of bears. So cubs usually grow up to become bears. But
Oh.
bears were not always cubs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Some bears
They
were
had been an
twinks.
otter?
Yeah, some bears could have
Ooh.
been an otter, some bears could have been twinks.
Wow, I did not know.
Do you know what the term or do you know what year Stonewall happened?
I don't. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
okay,
sorry,
it's
my
okay.
history is
Do you know
so
the day?
rusty. No.
That's okay as well. That's okay as well. So we are coming in very soon, actually. June 28th, 1969.
Oh wow.
Funny number.
Funny. Oh my god, it is a funny number.
Mhm.
Wow. Who did that?
June 28th, 1969 is when Stonewall happened. Do you know when the first Pride was?
No, I don't. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I have no idea.
The first Pride is 1970,
Oh.
June 28th. The first anniversary of Stonewall is
Wow.
greatly renowned as the first Pride.
Wow, I had no idea. I'm learning today too. Wow.
Do you know who Marsha P. Johnson is?
Yes. Wasn't she an activist during Stonewall?
Yes. So Marsha P. Johnson is a Black trans activist. They were heavily renowned for all of their activism that they did in that time in the 1960s and 70s. They were a big LGBT advocate. They were also one of the biggest advocates to help and try and get T included to the LGB, because it used to just be the LGB till it changed to LGBT.
Oh, I see. Wow. I did not know all of that.
Ooh. Do you know who Sylvia Rivera is?
I do not know.
Sylvia Rivera, very common, very commonly interpreted with Marsha P. Johnson, is also one of the queer brethren we like to call here. They were mother. They identified as a drag queen, as a queer drag queen, and they were also a very strong advocate for LGBT. Most importantly, the transgender portion of the LGBT. They also developed later on, it's called the Sylvia Rivera Law Firm Law Company, something like that. I will get the proper name. But they developed that, and that company actually helps handle a lot of LGBT suits and whatnot that happen across everywhere. They're one of the biggest ones who also were a huge advocate for the LGBT people to have freedom to marry.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
And at the moment, you know, we have over 300 anti-trans, anti-LGBT legislation in US right now. But we take our wins where we get them. A really big win for us happened very recently in Florida, where they deemed one of the many LGBT laws, one of the anti-trans laws, was unconstitutional, therefore getting rid of so many of the bills that were trying to be passed.
Really? Oh my god.
Yes, which is very good for us. It was really good.
All I've heard, I feel like I only ever hear negative stuff, like of our rights being taken away, and it really haggers you down sometimes because it feels like there's no end. But that's fantastic.
Yes, yeah, that's why I say we get our wins when we get them, because sometimes there's just so much negativity that can bring us down. But fortunately, with that, it's been slow but good improvements. Do you think that there are any, given the origin of Pride, did you know the origin of Pride's, that our first Pride was a riot?
Yes, I did.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So given the origins of Pride being a riot, how do you feel about modern day celebrations of Pride?
Oh, I think it's fantastic because I feel like it's like reclaiming that, and
Mhm,
making it into this big positive celebration of everyone coming together and accepting and loving each other
mhm,
instead of, remembering it as a negative day where we were like fighting,
mhm,
Um but I think it's a really good way to instead make it an uplifting day for people who are in this space.
mhm. I like that. That's very sweet. Do you think that there have been? I'll skip that one, and I will go to how do you think the experiences of LGBT people of color, people who are disabled, and people who don't identify with their birth gender differ from other members of the LGBT?
Ooh, that's a tough one. And the main reason I say that's tough is because I don't know if I'm really a voice that is like valid to give my perspective on that. Because I'm white. I'm white. And I don't really I don't know. I can only imagine it's increasingly more difficult the more of these minority labels that you attach
Mm-hmm,
onto your person.
mm-hmm,
Because if I mean as someone who is AFAB, and female presenting, um, that's already one minority, and that was already like I could visibly tell people treated me differently than white males. But add on that I'm a lesbian, and that made it far more complicated and made me far more discriminated against. But including on top of that, if you are of color, if you are disabled, and also if you identify not as your birth gender, I can only imagine the more of those labels you add on, the more discriminated of, the less you are able to relate to other people, and other people are less to relate to you.
mm-hmm.
Um, which could only make you more of like feel like an outcast.
I can definitely see that as well. Being being a Chicano, um, genderqueer,
Mhm.
person who is very queer, it can very differ in a lot of different places, and just like you said, sometimes um it just it can add up a lot of the times. Especially I think there's been a really big issue with gender wise as well, where a lot of gay men are very misogynistic, and they don't
Mhm.
believe that they can be because they're queer.
Mhm. Mhm.
It
Like that
is,
it's a rite of passage.
yeah, like they think it's okay for them to do that just because they're queer, when it's not okay to be misogynistic in any sort of stance.
Mhm.
And a fellow lesbian, 10 out of 10. Hi, Garg.
Hi.
What do you think are some misconceptions about LGBT people? Maybe some that you've encountered more often.
Um, I guess maybe that. Oh gosh, let me see. I might have to think about that one a little bit.
That's okay. That's
Maybe.
okay.
Mm, I think it's always like I think a lot of people think it's like it's exactly the same as with specifically with like relationships that they are able to equate to a normal hetero relationship.
Mm.
'Cause you hear a lot of the times that people are like, "Oh, well, like who's the man of the house, or like
Mhm.
but it's so funny. I don't know why it's so funny. I've never personally had anyone ask me that, but it's like it's so funny when people say that because it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean when you say that?
Gender fluid
Right? I'm just like, oh my goodness.
can transform into those.
I think Barbados brought up a good point too, that one of the things that I see a lot is, you know, the stupid attack helicopter. I identify as an attack
Oh,
helicopter.
that's the
Oh
worst.
my
It's the
gosh, I'm just
worst.
like, okay, we get it. You're not original.
Yeah. I hate that one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to handle discrimination for being LGBT?
Um, I mean, with my parents, yes.
Well, we already talked about that one. We can do a different way.
Yeah, definitely. Mostly with
Mhm.
my parents. I think that was like the main
Um, what
source for.
role do you think that mental health has in the LGBT community?
Oh man, a huge part. A
Hmm.
huge part because it's like when you're coming out, you have to be in like a good headspace mentally and physically, obviously. Um, and then when you do end up coming out, it could really negatively harm your mental health too.
Mhm.
Um, but it goes hand in hand with like your self identity and how you feel about yourself and your like confidence. But I think there's a lot of things that could change also how you like view yourself and your labels based on like how your mental health is doing as well,
Mhm.
because if your self-confidence is like really low and like no one is respecting your pronouns and you just feel like lost, like you've given up, you're probably not going to feel too comfortable with your labels
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
I completely agree. I feel like it can be, you know, a bit of a harder time, especially with people, you know, still believing that being LGBT is also a mental illness.
Absolutely. Yeah, my parents fell under that category where they thought that trans people were mentally ill and that they were clinically insane and that they did not deserve to receive help or gender affirming care,
Mhm.
which is heartbreaking because it's like, who are you like to say like how do you know like you it's it's just wild that people think that that's an okay way to view people who are exploring themselves, you know.
Exactly. Um, do you think schools have been creating a more or less inclusive space for LGBT students, or do you think that they could do more?
Ooh, that's a tough question because it's been a while since I've been in school. um when I was in school, I mean, I think I found out recently that there were schools who had LGBTQIA plus clubs, which I did not have growing up. But the idea of that sounds really nice. To be able to be given a space where um, there are people who you can relate to and feel comfortable and safe around. So I don't know if that's like still a thing or if it's actually as like good as I imagine it to be, you know.
Hmm.
Um, but I have a very limited perspective when it comes to school, unfortunately.
That's okay. That's definitely okay. I know that there's a lot of when we think about things like that, that we're not, you know, inherently informed on. It can be good to hear different perspectives as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
um for the last couple of minutes here, we can do a little bit of a role reversal. If you have any questions you would like to ask me, or chat if you guys have any questions.
I feel like I was asking you all the questions along the way, darn it.
Also, before you go, Shab, if you would like, you can share any sort of, give a little shout out to yourself, anything that's going to be happening soon. If you have like a subathon or something planned, or events, anything like that, you are free to give your self promo.
Oh, thank you too. I honestly I don't have too much going on right now. You know, I'm working on Pipsqueak's day and night. That is what I do constantly. But I don't really have too much going on. I just recently got this really cool model for Mario 64 that I plan on using sometime soon. It's a custom model of my character design, which is really fun and exciting. So I do plan on using that sometime on stream in the future. But other than that, I've just been trying to weather the storm that is my mind lately, and also deal with no AC. So that's what's been going on.
I feel that. Oh, Barbados says, is there a TV or movie character that gave you a little bit of an awakening?
Oh, I think it might be Princess Peach. I think it's honestly Princess Peach. She's perfect.
I love that. For me, I'm trying to think. Oh my goodness, I can't even I'm trying to think so far. I can't even remember, honestly. I have to think about that. That's crazy when on a bonkers. That's so, I'm trying to think far and I'm just like, my mind is drawing a blank. So there was a character in one of the games I used to play when I was younger. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a fighting game. And there was this one guy in there. I was always like, oh. And he was a ninja, and he had a shirtless skin.
Oh, spicy.
And I was like, okie dokie, I'm okay.
Do you remember what fighting game it was?
Yes, it was I believe it's called, is not Left 4 Dead, left or something like that. Like
Left 4 Dead?
Not Left 4 Dead. It's something very similar to Left 4 Dead, but it's not Left 4 Dead because I know that's a zombie game, isn't it?
Yeah. And I was obsessed with Left 4 Dead, which is why I was like, huh?
I can't remember. Oh my goodness.
Aw. Did it have zombies in it?
No, it was a fighting game with, like, I can't even remember. Oh my gosh. What was it? Like, Dead or Alive 4.
Oh, Dead or Alive. Okay, I see.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
not super well versed in fighting games, but I have heard of Dead or Alive.
Yes, Dead or Alive 4. Oh my god. Oh, Freya says, do you think your identity has influenced your art?
Oh my god, 200%. Like absolutely. Yes. For sure. Um the more that I like the more that I tap into being Ace, the more that I'm like I just want to draw like the cutest art anyone has ever seen. Like I just want to make the cutest, most wholesome art in the entire world. Stuff that people would look at and like no like no harmful thoughts, no like it would just like remove any negativity at all. Like just I just want to like draw art that makes people happy. Like that's it. That's my whole thing. My whole shtick is I just want to make art that people look at and they go, that makes me really happy. That's all I want.
Aww.
That's it. That's it. If I can even do that for one person, if I can make a piece of art that someone looks at and goes, wow, that makes me so happy, then I feel like my job on this planet has been done.
I love that. That's so slay. I feel like
That's
pretty
a
much
big one.
same with me. Same with me. I feel like it's really influenced me to where I really want to add more of a kind of like a queer touch onto my pixel art. When I do my little pixels, I always try to use like such vibrant colors.
Yeah.
I love like a vibrant neon colors, pastels, the whole 9 yards. 10 out of 10. And I feel like that's been heavily influenced by who I am as a creator.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's hard for that to not influence because it's part of who you are, you know, right?
Exactly, exactly. That's why I'm just like, I feel like if I would have been asked that question a few years ago, I would have said no.
Mm.
I would have just been like, no. But now I'm just like, no, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how time as we learn and we grow about ourselves, time changes our perspective of of who we are and how we want people to view us and how we also view ourselves.
Exactly, exactly. I feel like it's kind of funny sometimes too.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man. Well, I got good news. I think this is done.
Hey, look so cute! Look, Charlie, you got some art.
Yeah, just a little,
He's a little baby.
Little something something for the road. I'm gonna go ahead and color this the right color super fast.
As a final question,
Yeah, yeah.
do you think, or how do you think LGBT people can support each other more?
Ooh. If we're talking like friends, honestly, I think like talking to them, talking to your friends and seeing how you best can support them because it's easy to be just like, oh, we'll just like respect people's pronouns.
Mhm.
Like that's easy. That's easy. That's like baseline stuff. But I think that what is really meaningful to most of your LGBTQIA plus friends is talking to them about it and understanding what they care about the most
Mhm.
and what you can do personally that will influence them the most and make them feel safest around you
Mhm.
and safest around other people's in your presence.
Give them a collage of stuffed animals.
Yeah, that too. That too. I think that's a good way too. I like that one.
Yeah. Give your gay friends stuffed animals, please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
I really like that. Yeah, as queer people, sometimes there's a lot of separation in our communities,
Mm.
and I feel like I personally would like to I personally would really like to try and stop that and
Mm,
try and make us more, I don't want to say cohesive, but like help us bond more, I guess.
mhm.
I feel like that's a very good one.
Yeah, I totally agree. Because it's crazy because we may not all have the same letter, but
Mhm.
we're all in the same boat, um, in society. We're all struggling and we're all dealing with things in our own way.
Yeah,
And we all
exactly.
just want to find a place where we are safe and we can connect with other people who are going through similar things.
Hmm.
As most people want to. Like in life, that's all we ever want to do. Is we just want to like be able to connect with people and like create relationships and friends and feel like we're part of a community. So I think what you're doing here, Chu, is a really good way to make that happen.
Me,
Um,
no me.
I feel like there's not a lot of people who are open to like learning about other letters of LGBTQIA plus and like that's their thing. Like they are what they are and it doesn't matter what everyone else is doing, just so long as they're in their lane, which is fine. But I think it's always nice to have a moment to look into other people's lives and share their struggles and understand what they're going through. Because you could also learn a little bit about yourself and you
Mhm.
could learn how to better accommodate and make other people who are going through those things in your life more comfortable and safe.
Hmm.
So, thank you, Chu, for making this happen. I think this is a really fantastic event you've been holding.
Thank you. I've
Well, thank
been
you.
putting I've been putting a lot of thought and a lot of effort into this specifically because I really really want it to show like I actively care for our community, for
Mhm.
everyone,
It shows.
for all of our queer people, for people of color, for all of us as humans. Marsha P. I say this quote every stream, and I'm gonna keep saying it. But Marsha P. Johnson once said, "When will they learn that we are all brothers, sisters, and human beings of the human race?"
That is such a good quote because that just applies over everything. You can apply that statement to so many things.
Exactly. I'm just like I honestly I adore that quote. I adore everything that they have said. They're such a big inspiration to me.
Mhm.
um they really opened up and paved the way for many of us, queer, gender nonconforming, trans, etc. Like
Mhm.
they paved the gateway, and I wanted to also, you know, the hair flying back. I just want to give them their due diligence as well, because there's so many people out there who also don't know their queer history.
Yeah, I am one of those. I am very unknowledgeable. But I'm also very unknowledgeable about all history, so my brain is like a black hole. Stuff goes in and then I never know where it goes. It's gone.
That's a mode. That's a mode.
But yeah, thank you so much for having me, Chu. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for coming in, especially so last minute. I really, really appreciate it.
Of course. I'm so thankful that you reached out to me. I don't know. It was just really thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Of course. Alrighty, everybody. If you want to see more of this amazing, amazing creator, this is Strawberry. I did the wrong command.
Stop. You have a command for me?
I do. It's long too.
Oh, you're so cute. What the heck? That's so cute. Oh my gosh, stop. You're so sweet.
But if
Thank
you
you.
want to see more of Strawberry, that is their channel. They make these amazing hip squeaks. Y'all all know how much I love and adore my Pipsqueak model. They are one of my favorites. I'm just like, oh, I always have such a hard time deciding, do I want to use my Pippi? Do I want to use my regular model? And sometimes I just do both.
I mean, you can. Yeah, you just put the Pipsqueak on top of your normal model's head and you're good.
Exactly. That's where the Pippi stays.
That's their home.
Pippies live in our model's brains.
Yeah. Just little guys.
I am so very excited for Famtual Pippi.
Oh my gosh, so am I.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I put in there as in my little in the extra little noteses. I'm like, I want long ponytails down to the floor.
I have experience now with long hair that goes down to the floor, so it's gonna happen and it's gonna be amazing.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Me too.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you so much all for coming in. We are going to rate. I have been rating nothing but small queer creators. We are going to be, I like to go and I go like lowest viewership LGBT plus VTuber. And that's who I've been rating so far.
That's so sweet. I love that.
We're gonna be rating Lux Lucifer.
Ooh.
Let's see. I like to go in and give him a little high.
Surprise!
Yeah, that's what I do. Let's give him that. Okay, here is the raid messages. The first one is for if you are following. The second one is for if you are subscribed. Thank you for the chew, Karamasi. I really appreciate it. Here we go. A bond for the road. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay, fine. Whatever you like say.
A bond. Oh my goodness.
What the heck?
Oh my god.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. We're gonna go and read. Bye, Straub. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for your wonderful questions, everyone, too. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Love yourself.
I'll see you later, Straubs.
Bye.
I need to do. There we go. Alrighty, everybody. Let's go give some love over to them. I mean, let me do the proper name as well. Here we go. Let's do Happy Pride to this person. Oh, they are on follower only for 10 minutes. Thank you, Gamma. Oh, I can't. No raids apparently. Actually, I'm just kidding. Whoopsies. Okay. I will have to find someone else. Just kidding. Haha. Let's do a boom, about this person. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. Oh, they're playing an FPS game called Friends vs. Friends. It's very colorful. Oh, how cute. A very colorful stream. I like it. Bye. Happy Pride. All right, everyone, let's go. They're currently on follower only, but that is still a-okay. That's still okay. There we go. Alrighty, everyone. Let's go and give them some love from Decabarcade. Let us love you, mean it.